Barb, looks like you had a better time on vacation than you
Oh my God,
anticipated.
I would rather scoop boxes.
Huh?
I would rather scoop boxes go on vacation.
Derecho, are you in the forest? Cool. Hi, guys. Hi, hi, hi. How are you guys? Oh. Okay.
Can you
Hi.
show me how to turn off that light before you get started? Because it was on when I came in.
Yeah, it's
and
tricky.
I do not want to be in pictures. So
You want to be
just show me the trick.
It's a little tricky. It's this cord right back here.
Okay.
You have to lift up, and you can barely see it, but it's red. Press the red button. Can you see it?
No, but if it's red, I believe you.
It's the one in the middle.
Okay.
So it's like there's two
Just
buttons
push
and then
button.
the third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
I know. I meant.
That does not make me happy.
Oh no. Hi guys. All right. How's everybody doing today? Did you guys all have a good Christmas? Hi, Miss Charles. I got an email that I need to send you. I keep forgetting. But I owe a few of you some emails, so sorry about that, guys. I'm getting caught up though, slowly but surely. Now that we're slightly over our Christmas madness at work, so so I have some updates for you. Yes, happy Wednesday. So the first thing I wanted to go over with you is we've got, gosh. The first thing I wanted to go over with you was the good news today of Patch Eye and Mr. Whiskers getting adopted. Isn't that so great? They went home to their very own family, and it's a family that's already adopted from FFRC. So that's actually so good. I love hearing that, and that makes me super duper happy. I have not checked my email, but I'm hoping they probably, I would assume, have made it home by now, I think. Yeah, it was only a 4-hour drive, so I'm sure the boys were on their very best behavior going home. One can hope. So, so that was a really good thing. The next thing I wanted to go over with you was a little bit of sadder news, which I hate those newses. I don't like sad things, so I'm going to try to get through it kind of faster a little bit. Our very sweet boy Tripp, it turns out that he had that horrible, nasty FIP. So I was coming with some little bit of sad news to let you know that Tripp did not make it. He was very comfortable and very loved, and you know, very cozy. So you know, it's crazy that these hurt so bad, you know. So yeah, that was really hard. That was a hard one. I mean, they're never easy, I suppose. I agree, Mr. Holmein. Yeah, that was a really, I've not come across FIP yet. I know it's there. I know a little bit about it. But I've not actually seen it, and I've not had any experience with it. So that was just a not, yeah, it's hard. It was just, I don't know what else to say about it. It is nasty. Yeah, and it's nasty, and there's no fix for it, and there's really nothing you can do with it. We've kind of wondered a little bit about it. You know, I've not physically seen it before, and we've wondered a little bit about it when he came in, I suppose, but we didn't really give it too much thought. And then as things progressed and time went on, we knew a little bit more. So just some ucky news. So I'm sorry for the bad news, guys. I had actually discussed those options. Love the animals. I discussed those with with Dr. Darcy and Jackie actually a little bit to see. You know, Adrian, I don't even know that I can describe it. I'm not very familiar with it enough yet. Only, you know, I'm not even familiar super much with the symptoms. But I think it's a physical thing. I know there's FIP wet and there's FIP dry. He had what was called the FIP wet version. So from my understanding, the dry will turn wet, but the wet will never turn dry. Madison, that's what I gathered from Jackie and Darcy. They were both kind of saying that it's a very intensive treatment. From my understanding, you can't actually even legally get the drugs in the States. You can only get it from China. I'm not very familiar. I didn't even look into those options. I trust Dr. Darcy and Jackie. So FIV is not something you can test for. There is no test for it. Yeah. Yeah, I think, oh, he definitely knew he was loved. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so kind. Michael, you're right. There's just some things we can't fix. Just like people. But it doesn't hurt nonetheless, darn it. Yeah. So, really hits you in the heart. So, but, you know, it's, well, oh, thank you, Dutchie. Madison, that's kind of exactly, so if this is recorded and you're watching it later, Madison is saying that there's a possible treatment for FIP. It's not fully tested. It's still in the experimental stage. And from my understanding, it may not even work. I know it costs thousands. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah, and thank you for clarifying, Jem. We do test for FIV. FIP, there is no test for, and he had FIP. So thank you for clarifying, Jem. Yeah, he was an absolute cutie. It's so hard. So, you know, we just kind of continue on. Thank you, Dark Cat. I appreciate that. That's a... Oh, wow. See, I did not know that, Madison. Yeah, Jackie just said she wouldn't... Jackie said she wouldn't do it even on her cats because the treatment, which is still, I think, experimental and not for sure, is it's really invasive. But she didn't go into any details. And then talking to Darcy said the exact same thing. She's like, I wouldn't do it on my personal cats. She's like, if there was only one cat in the household and you had unlimited funds and you love this cat more than the moon and all these things, then maybe give it a shot. But so I know, Taz. I think you're right. Which kitty wants to snuggle? Spiker's like, Spiker, do you want to snuggle? I'm going to see if Spiker wants to snuggle. Maybe he does. Spiky, would you snuggle with me for a minute? Would you mind to snuggle? Spiky, here. Give everybody a hug. Give everybody a hug. Give everybody. He's got a winky eye right now. I think he got whopped in the face the other day. You're a good boy, huh? Are you a good boy? Oh, did I get your ear? Did I get your ear? Oh, you do like your ears. Oh, he's like, does that feel good? Thank you, Spiky. Oh, that was so nice. I know it was bright. He's like, bright light. Thank you, Bubby. That was very nice. Whoop. Okay. Oh.
There were 2 doggies and 1 cat, and the cat did not like the 2 visiting puppies.
Oh,
and there was a lot of that.
Oh, jeez. You had a lot of little hissing and fighting, huh? So, we shall continue on as we always do, and just know that, yeah. So, you know, we'll always try what we can, and we'll always put their needs above our own. And, yeah. So moving on, we'll just continue forward. And on the upside, there are some, and I feel like in darkness there is always light. There are good things to think about with everything. And one good thing is I learned about this a little bit more. Spiker here, don't forgive me. Thanks, Madison. That means a lot. So I did learn a lot, which is always a good thing. And we always did what was best for him because we love him. And you know, we just gotta learn from everything. It does hurt our hearts. I know, it's so true. I feel like I have cried. Sorry, I've got Spiker hair all over my face now. Spiky Doodle, you got hair all over my face. Yeah, and I'm sorry. I hate hurting you guys' hearts because it's bad enough to have your own heart hurt, and now you have to hurt others, and I don't want to do that. Thanks, Michelle. So you guys are so kind. But we keep going on. I'm like, man, between Noel and Tripp this week, it's been a rough one. But we are the nation. I love that. Oh, you guys are so kind. So, but, you know, we learned lots. So, you know, maybe I'll, you know, see things, you know things a little bit more in the future. One other good thing is that Dr. Darcy was very, 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 very proud of us, and that we have such strict quarantine rules, which I never want to, you know, I hate quarantines myself. I would love to throw them all together and let them all play right away. But quarantine's a safer route, you know, and good things to do. So the great thing is that we did have him quarantined, so no one, you know, this, you know, there's not much known on that FIP, but, you know, it can't spread because he was quarantined. So there's good news there. And there's Dagdaroni.
Okay, here's another bowl. Bowl 2.
They are bottomless pit. Look at him. Oh, here comes Hensley. He's like,
well, Hensley, you ate, remember?
Cats are family members. Yep, hands down.
Okay, let me
so
make some plates now.
yeah. So And there's Dagda. Dagda. Oh. I would snuggle in Egypt, but he's out in the welcome room, and he's being. Are there symptoms? Yeah, there's a couple symptoms from my understanding, KB, and these are some of the things that we notice. So one, they have well, and I don't know if this is for every FIP or for just the wet version, but they'll have a big, huge belly, which he did. He had a really big belly, but you can also kind of attribute, maybe that's just to worms. You know, they'll have big bellies with worms, but even after his worming, it just wasn't quite going down. And then the other thing is he was breathing hard, and that's kind of indicative of fluids. I know, of fluids around his stomach, kind of lining. So there's some procedures, I guess without going into a whole bunch of detail, there's a couple procedures and things I can do to not test it, but see if that's what this is. And so I had done that last night to check and see if this is what it was, which was my first time doing that. And, you know, I kind of knew last night that that's what this was. And then, yeah, they feel blah. They don't act right, as Jackie would always say. They just aren't acting right. And it was fairly quickly. I just noticed last night he had a little bit of a harder time breathing. So I did this little procedure on him to test there's no test for it, but to see his stomach fluids, I guess. And and I checked again this morning too, just to really verify that what I was seeing was correct, and it was. So, you guys are so sweet. Thank you, Michael. That's very nice. Hi, Angel. Yeah, it's this just really, really nasty thing. It's just awful, and you know, from my understanding, they just don't know
It's
anything.
help you a little. It's part of the coronavirus thing, and it's contagious, just like COVID is. So that was my 2 cents.
No, yeah, you know, you probably. I mean, I don't know much about it. I know a couple things. I know a big belly could be a sign of it. I mean, it could also be worms, but you know, there's no tests for it. Although you can do that little procedure thing I did last night on the stomach, and
you've been around enough so that you can look at the kid and know it's off.
Yeah, and that's
he's been off, but now he's.
Yeah, now his eyes repaired, but he's still a little off, and you can tell that too. And I did just get a message, and I'll answer that really quick because this is why I always keep my phone handy. That FIP is contagious, and was he around other kitties? He was not. He was quarantined this whole time. He has been very quarantined, so that's a good thing. And Dr. Darcy was really, really pleased at our quarantining schedule, you know, like how we quarantine so strict. So that's a good upside to our being quarantined, because I know Jackie could peck things much quicker than I can. So she, you know, it's methods. Thank you, quarantining methods. So that's the upside, is he was quarantined away from other kitties. So, you know, good news for that. So, and Taz is right. So many that the symptoms of that can be linked to so many other things. It's hard to determine until nothing else is working. Exactly, Stuart. It's a process of elimination. And a lot of you, and I've seen Jem mentioned this, and now Madison Pepper's mentioning it, that they've lost other. So Madison, you have a first-hand experience with FIP. Oh, thank you guys. You're very kind.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And you know, it have you ever lost a pet to FIP?
No, but my sister Jerry did in California.
Yeah.
It took a long time because there's like a shot every day for months and months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did she do that experimental treatment?
Yes.
She did?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
and it
yeah.
worked, you know, but on some kitties it does not work.
Well, and that was another thing we were talking about, you know, that I'm assuming that cat was older. Or how old was it?
4 or 5 maybe?
Oh, okay,
It was a
that's,
little cat.
I mean, I guess older than Tripp. Tripp
Oh,
was
yeah.
only like
Yeah,
a couple
yeah,
months, and
yeah.
Jackie was saying that treatment would be very hard on a, you know, couple month old kitten,
Oh, sure.
you know, so. Yes, and then came in, there was an update on Noelle. Unfortunately, she also did not make it. So, yep. I know, it's been a really, really, really rough week, especially when you're trying all you can do. Sometimes it's not enough. So. Oh yeah, that's so true, Bobby. Oh, VRS lost 2 kittens and a senior cat to FIP many years ago. Oh, geez. So this is, you know, not a super uncommon thing, I guess. You know, it's not common, but not super uncommon.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess this was just my first experience with it, physically, you know, dealing with it and things like that, so.
And their first experience, you know, the cameras usually don't get to know about kitties until they've been tested. And unfortunately, she had not been tested, right?
No, she was tested.
Oh, she had been tested?
Or he was tested.
He was tested?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He was
mind.
tested and negative, yeah. Yep. I tried to not mention them. Well, Noelle wasn't. Noelle was one that had come in.
Who's Noelle? I don't think I knew that.
Noelle came in very fast. She came in on, oh, help me, guys. It was New Year's Eve. She came in on New Year's Eve.
Christmas Eve?
Excuse me, yes, Christmas Eve. And just frozen. Her temperature was down to 96, which is like not good. So, yes, but in our here, Barb, let me get that. No,
They do.
Okay. Oh, I still miss Corley too, and Vernie. Yeah, it has been a rough couple weeks, but let's look at some good stuff. So we do have some good things happen. Not some good things. We have a lot of good things to be thankful for. I shouldn't say it like that. There are good stories. You know, some things are good. Like, look at the ones that we have saved. You know, Rathbone in Egypt, and Dagda, Willow. You know, I mean, we've had some pretty rough cases come in, and they have been, you know, we have been able to make it work. Yeah. So one, I saw a message, and that was a couple of my updates. You guys are, oh, Madison, mine too. Dagda is just, I can't take it. He's so sweet. He's just the happiest guy. He just pals around here, just like, do you guys remember when he first came in? And I swear he had PTSD. But when Dagda came in, he was just a little bit of a thing. His ears were just black with ear mites. I mean, so bad. And he had, you know, his horrible bad eye. He had his back leg that was, I mean, for about lack of a better word, I'm bitten off. I'm not really sure what happened, but I would assume a bite. That's what I was calling it. Bitten off, and he was just a disaster. He looked so rough when he came in. And, you know, and look at how, remember when he, after just gobs and gobs of treatments, remember how good, well, we brought him up here, and he hated the upfront. Do you remember that? I brought him up here, and his first day up here, all the other kittens he was with, I forget who was he with? Oh, Monty and Winter. He was with Monty and Winter. And remember how they were just like, cool, I'm up front. This is great. And he hated it. He was so upset. He was so mad. I put him right back into the room. I said, okay, well, this is not good for you. You know, you just hate this and I don't want to put you through it. So look at him now at how happy he is. He is just this happy little munchkin roaming around. And I'm pretty convinced that he thinks that all that's in this back room here is snacks. Because every time Kim goes back there, he gets a snack. I'm trying to pull up the photos of Dagda when he came in. Gosh, he was he was cute. Man, oh man, was he a cutie. But just a mess. What a mess boy he was. I even called, so you know, everybody knows that Lynette is the ear master. You know, she is just the master of cleaning ears, far superior than I will be. In the next 20 years, I probably won't be as good as Lynette cleaning ears. And I had called her on the weekend and I said, his ears are like black tar. How do I, oh my gosh, Taz, it's like, look, it's just cat. I mean, it's nuts. But I had called her on the weekend. I said, I do not know how to clean this cat's ears. They are just absolutely atrocious. And she's like, you just need to have some slightly warm, not too hot water and just kind of soak. Ooh, remember the canicula or Cuba Libra?
Oh.
Cuba Libras. Yeah. I'm on the pictures of Madison. I didn't think he would make it either. Kathleen, you know what, Kathleen, I agree. He just looks so, he looks so dapper almost.
Yeah.
Oh, Wally's going in under the cubby. Okay, Wally. But anyways, it's okay, buddy. You can go on in. It's okay. You can go in. He's like, no, I don't want this anymore. I'll have to find him here later. I can't even remember what day he had come in. Oh my gosh, he was so cute. Oh, I'm getting close because there's some baby photos of him. Yeah, it's hard when I'm going through all these photos and there's just a ridiculous amount of them. Oh, he was such a cute little...
You're going to have to buy a ginormous amount of memory for your phone.
Look at that. That was one of... Look, that was Dagda. He still had his little leggy. Oh, he was such a mess.
Come on, buddy.
That was after a couple days of healing and... Oh, he was such a mess when he came in. Oh, bro. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Okay, ready? Look at him. Look at him. Oh my gosh, you can even see, can you see the flea? That was a flea above his eye. And that's me soaking his foot clean. See how black his ears were? Oh, he does, KB. He looks like a rat. He just looked, he was a mess. Oh, look at his fierce, look, he's so scary. He's like, eek. Oh, he was so scared. There was his little leggy. Oh, how bad that was his little leggy. Yeah, remember that? He was just this little wee thing. Now he had quite the belly on him of just, oh, look at this. Look at that. He looks so ferocious and scary. Look at this. Ooh. Oh, sorry, Barb. Look at Dagda. He looks, he's like, help. I don't like this lady giving me a bath.
Help me out on the road again.
Yeah. He's like, she's so mean. So yeah, so anyways, that's a good one. That's a good one to think of. So we got to think of things like that. So hi, Leandra. Yeah, he was a mess. So I'll give you a couple other good updates while we're at it. So he's so happy here. So we'll give you a couple good updates while we're at it. One of them is Otter Ninja and Chumley, along with, I just call them Peggy's babies. Isn't that terrible? I need to call them an actual names. But we've got Simpson, Stratton, Alfred, and Marigold. All 7 of them are currently in Patty's place. They do have a cold, so they're quarantined. On the upside, guys, like, it's good. It's good to have quarantine. So they're quarantined. They are doing amazing. They are such happy little cats. They tear apart that room like you cannot imagine. They are all doing so good. Otter's still the tiniest one of all of them. He is still just like this little munchkin runt that just, he tears into everybody. He thinks he's this huge cat. He's constantly jumping up and playing around. Oh man, I would love to bring him up because you guys would just go wild over. I did take some photos of them. Let me see here. That's Otter. Look at him compared to a little banana. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, it's upside down. Look, oh, look, there's, I'm sorry, it's upside down. I'm sure I could fix it, but look at him. Oh my gosh.
If someone knows where Lucy is, I would love it if they told me.
Lucy?
Maybe try that one.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Hi.
She's like, I was here the whole time.
Yeah, go walking around in circles.
He is your profile picture. Oh, he is a wild man. He thinks that he can just do whatever he wants. He goes up on we need to get like somehow, I'm trying to think, where's those photos of I'll have to find them somewhere. I need to post I have to do a huge night, Gem. I'll have to do a huge photo drop on Chatters, or on the Facebook Chatters page, so you guys can see. But I've got gobs of photos of them. They're asking if you can have some flakes. I don't think she even wants them. Do you want them? Let me get her
Who
some.
is that?
Anya.
Oh.
She's withering down to
That's what
nothing.
I asked.
But, so there, oh, Magic Man. Hi, bunny. Oh, here you go, babe. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, goodness. Oh, there you go. She loves those things. But, they're all doing amazing. So, I'm so excited to, see them growing. I can't wait till they're over their colds and out of their quarantine periods. But, you know, Magic's always amazing. He just puts everywhere. But all of them are doing good. The shed kitties, Milady, Zeke, and Thor, awesome. They are doing wonderful. They'll be up here shortly. I feel like they have an upper respiratory infection. So apparently winter crud, apparently. But they're being... Hey.
Who's that?
Oh, it's Egypt and Wally. I can't tell if they're like playing. I think they are.
Okay then. We just need to learn that sound so we don't freak out.
Boys. I can't tell if they're playing or not. Here, leave him alone. Nope, separate and go our separate ways. You go this way, you go that way. I don't know what you're doing, but here, you go this way, you go that way. Separate. Dagda's like, I'm just being a good boy. I'm sitting on my rug.
No, okay. If you want to work that hard to get back to him, And then there's stuff to him. He ordered.
So, Alfred's in what I call the Peggy's babies. Alfred's in the Peggy's babies category. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like, Taz. I tell ya. They are just, I'm like, it's feeling like quarantine time, or quarantine rescue, but man, oh man. So, that's true. Rupert and Egypt do have fun playing together. Rocky's been around. I've actually seen him quite a bit today, so I don't know where he's at right now, but he's palling around. The Peggy 4. I always call them in groups, but, so yeah, so we're getting through it.
No.
Yeah. Oh, they do, Taz. Yep. Lucy, I don't know about right now, but I know he ate like crazy earlier. He had a good Ramsey if he ate.
Oh no, he had his little
He
nose up in the air.
Did he?
Yeah.
I always give him a handful of baby cat, and he loves that.
Yeah. I should call it Snooty. Snooty little nose.
So yeah, so we did good there. Dracho's doing awesome. But yeah, so all the babies are doing good. The shed kitties, Thor, Milady, and Zeke, they are just the happiest, snuggliest cats. I mean, if I could take them all home, I would absolutely take them all. I would take them all. Any other?
What's the matter? Hey, let me pick him up, okay? Come here. Let's go get. Oh. Does he not like to be held?
He's not a massive holder.
Okay. I was gonna here.
Oh, you were gonna move him?
You go someplace else.
Come here, Egypt. Come here, baby. Are you being?
I don't think it's his fault.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I know sometimes. Hi, Munchkin. Hi. He's like, I'm not Munchkin. I'm Big Boy Cat. I'm Big Boy Cat. Oh, he's like, I want to get down, Mom, and play. Oh, do you want to get down? Where were you when I needed snuggle earlier? Where were you when I needed snuggles earlier? And so.
You were looking for somebody?
Oh, there's a Rocky Raccoon. Yeah, Annette, do you mean Noelle? Is that who you mean? The one that we took in on Christmas Eve? All right, he said Christmas Eve this time. Instead of... Here you go, baby.
Did say. I had to think.
I'm getting so
right?
confused.
Lucy, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if you mean that's okay. She's the one that came in and she did not make it in that. No. We tried our darndest on her for sure. Rocky does look like Patchai. Yeah. They look a lot like. He is getting bigger. And someone had asked if thank you, Cayman Sky. You're so sweet. That's so nice. We really love what we do, even on the hard days. Some days those are hard, but then you look around and then you're like, well,
Okay, you're done.
look at all the kitties we can help and things. So, and you got to look at the other good sides too, is the ones that we can help. You know, they're not out in the cold and they're getting food and they're getting love, which is awesome. And that's all you can hope for in this life, is to be loved. You know, what more do you want? So, yeah. But other than that, all the other kids, other than these little baby, where am I pointing? Over here in Patty's place, other than these baby colds, I think everybody's doing actually pretty good. We've got like a tiny little crud going around, but it's nothing too major, and they're all doing really good. Any other updates or questions you had? Might be able to answer real quick. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, they checked it over.
They are happy. The Porchies. Oh, Mr. Allmine, that's a great question. Thank you. The new fence is working amazing. Everything is going great with that, and we've not had any raccoons in the coveys. So that's a great. Oh, thank you, Sarah, for reminding me. So that's really good. They're very, very happy to not have any raccoons in there when they go in there and get some surprises. The Porchies are actually doing really great. They've all held up really well. Cindy and Jimmy did fantastic preparing for this horrible winter or weather that was coming through. We had heat packs and heat lights and all these things. We've barricaded things. All the farm animals, ducks, chickens, geese, everybody has made it through this cold weather. So that is all thanks to Cindy and Jimmy for doing that massive prep work to make sure everybody was nice and toasty warm. The Porchies did really, really well as well. We did kind of do some shuffling around to make sure that they were all very warm. You know, a couple times Azrael wanted to come inside, so we would put her in Patty's or in June's room. And then there was a couple times Terry was real cold because of course he didn't want to stay in a room. So we put him in the welcome room, put Ilse over here. I mean, we got it. They all.
That's why you have lots of rooms.
It is helpful to have lots of rooms. So that's really, really good. Yeah, big thanks to Cindy and Jimmy. They worked their behinds off in that freezing cold just to make sure the cats were doing awesome. Otter is doing amazing. He's getting to be such a big boy. He's a hair over 2 pounds now, which I wish he was bigger. But the funny thing is he eats like a horse, and I think it's because they play like mad in that room. I mean, those cats in there are wild. You will hear like banging and thumping against the sliding glass door because they're just rolling around. Oh, thank you, Taz. That's so nice. It's been a really scary undertaking, but I'm very happy to have a year under me now. Almost, you know, pretty close. Jackie left on February 22nd. I will remember. So I'm about a month away from being on my own now. So it's neat that I can look back on this year, and then now I can actually kind of project and see what we're going to be doing this coming year. Did you see the post that Hadley was sneezing? I did not. No, I'll have to check. I did not see it. Well, they're in a new area, so I'm wondering if they're getting a new area and new germies. I did not see that. No, thank you for pointing that out. Kitties on hold. Thank you, Nance, and Sarah, I believe that asked that. No particular kitties on hold at the moment, but I do have a lot of applications in, so it's just filtering through those. I wasn't quite prepared for the Christmas rush of applications. Holy cow, that is just gobs of applications all at once. So, thank you, Dark. Oh, thanks, Tess. 77. It's, you know what? It got up to 40 something today. I think 44. We were having a heat rush. I literally saw people in shorts here. I kid you not. People were out in shorts.
Also, like Hensley, she's a real drama king. Sometimes like.
Oh, I want all the babies too. I would take them all in a heartbeat. Oh man, those shed kitties. Oh. I was like trying to think of a way that I'm like, Tucker's super allergic, but how can I get over that and have these shed kitties? Yeah. Yeah, we have gobs of applications. It's just a matter of filtering through them. So that's really hard to do. It's really hard to not, it's hard to, I just so badly want them to go to the bestest homes possible. You know, I love them all so much. So I think, Linda, I think that's under, I think the header of that title is called like Debbie and Megan Shenanigans. Debbie and I watch that video all the time. We laugh like crazy. No boxes yesterday, Viscero, just because of the holiday. We hadn't had many boxes. I think we only had like 5. So they've all come in now since all the carriers are running, you know, on time. So we'll definitely have boxes next week. You know, Sarah, yeah, that's actually really interesting you said that, because that was a couple points that Jackie had actually brought to me, you know, saying just be cautious of Christmas adoption. So that did scare me a little bit, because there were so many. I mean, we had gone a month with like 2 adoptions. I think October or November, we only had 2 adoptions. And then all of a sudden in December, there were like, I bet you I had 20 applications for cats. And I'm like, wow, you know, it's time consuming to go through them. And then it's wild. Oh, Taz, we still laugh about that. I kind of like that policy too, Sarah. So, yeah, that might be something I might consider down the road in the future. You know, I know one time growing up, I did get a pet as a pet as a gift. But we're huge animal people, and it turned out well. You know, my parents would never get rid of pets, but yeah, I don't know, something to think on with that. So, other than that, any other questions? We all good? Yeah, exactly. Like black cats at Halloween. Yeah. So, I would probably automatically deny them. So, it's hard to filter through the applications. I need like an application manager. No, I don't know, because I wouldn't trust. Yes. And you know, one thing I've had a hard time with adopters is I like to physically meet them. You can gain so much information just from talking to them, and they're going to fill out. And I'm not saying anybody in particular. Correct, Leandro. Yeah. It's very interesting on meeting them in person and the things that you'll gain just from talking to them. You know, I was talking to, I don't know if I should say this out loud, but I'll say it. I guess it doesn't matter. But, you know, there were very, oh, thanks, Nance. I will have a little more peace tonight. But I talked to a family once, and they, you know, I'm sure very, very nice people, but they wanted a cat for their young child. And they said that they had gotten her a dog, but the dog just wanted too much attention, and it was just too much. So they don't want the dog anymore, you know, so they want a cat now. And I was like, okay, so you can't gain that from an application. You know, a cat needs just as much as an attention. So it was interesting. It's very telling. Random question, but how many tins of cat food do you go through in a day? Taz, I don't know the exact number, but I think it's like, Jackie would know the number. I've actually never sat down and counted, but I would say it's in the upwards of 30. That's a guess there. Thanks, Kitty's mom. Yeah, and you get stuff like that from talking to them. So I'm trying to work out a new procedure where you fill out an application and then we have a meet and greet, so then I can talk to you. Hello. You coming up? Speaking of, oh, there. Hi. Speaking of American Shorthairs, look at this beauty. Hi. You are so cute. Thank you. Hi. Hi. You're very sweet. So this cat looks very sweet. Let me see. Does anybody know? Let me see which one this one is. I gotta look here. These are the American Shorthairs that came in. You getting down? I always gotta look because there's two that are similar. This is the one that was, hold on, let me look. Oops, stop. It's the, which one are you? Let me see your bits. Sorry to be up and personal. Okay, you're the girl. I need to get pictures. Okay, so this is, and I'm going to say it wrong. I think this is, yes, Liza, correct? Liza.
Like Liza Minnelli.
Like Liza Minnelli, I think.
Hi, sweet.
I'm hoping I'm saying that right. You guys will correct me. Yeah, oh, sorry. Sorry, Dark. Liza! You don't quit. It's not in the contract. No, Yoda's awesome. She's actually up here. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, she's up here. She's doing really good. I managed to grab her one day and trim paws, so that was amazing. We grabbed Nyota and I trimmed one paw.
Oh, good. That's huge.
Yeah, and you know what? They weren't that bad.
In 6 months, you're gonna get to do the other one.
I know, once she
In 2
forgives me
years.
in 6 months, I'll get all her paws. Are they already fixed? They're not fixed yet. They'll be, because of the spay and neuter clinic not being open, they'll be fixed very soon. So, look, the mods know everything. They've got everything all down.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes.
Do you think Luanda will be in tonight?
Leandra, I think she's on right now.
He's out here again.
Oh, Egypt?
Yeah.
Okay. Leandra, are you coming in tonight if you're still on? I think she is. I haven't heard differently. Thank you for watching, Faded. Did I hear?
Yes?
Did I hear Megan?
A what?
I swear I heard Megan. Oh, thanks, Leandra. Kathy and her switch. Kathy will be in tonight.
Okay.
Well, I wondered. I saw you Monday, and I was like, wait a minute.
Then I'm gonna go to bed. I mean, I'm gonna go home and
Go to bed.
watch TV and then go to bed. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Could I be still tired? Maybe.
No more.
You made
No
it
more. You
outside.
can't be out here. You got out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That rascal.
Well, it's on my mind.
Oh.
I was gonna possibly watch a cat on it or no cat on it out there in the locker room. Because all I was doing was giving information about it. But when you're in here, he's gonna learn that he's not gonna have a chance to.
Yeah. That's a good point. That naughty. Oh gosh, there's gonna be a quiz. Oh dear.
All right, I'm gonna take off then.
Okay. Thanks, Barb. Have a good night.
You too.
We're glad you're back.
Me too.
I saw that kitty's mom. I love that. I'm so excited. Okay, well, I'm going to get things wrapped up here, and we will see you tomorrow morning. All right. You guys are awesome. Have a great night. And we will see you tomorrow. Got a handful more meds to do, and then we'll be good. Thank you guys. Good night.